And I am Anna, and welcome to the Reverent Wisdom of a Meme. Today's message is humility and pride. From Psalm 18:27, you rescue the humble, but you humiliate the proud. Psalm 18 is a song of deliverance that gives the account of King David's battles and how he was delivered from his enemies as he called out to God for intervention. It's a song of thanksgiving that ultimately resulted in salvation and vindication for King David. Now, this verse is a reminder that God saves the humble. He looks favorably on those who realize that they need him and choose to be humble. In this context, being humble means just simply to acknowledge our own limitations and being willing to follow God's guidance in our life. Knowing that alone, well, we're just not strong enough. But with God's help, we can do absolutely anything. And it is in choosing to live in God's grace. But this verse, it's also a warning. If you're too proud and arrogant, or you believe you're better than others, well, God will ultimately judge you because he vindicates faithful believers. And if you're a person who looks down on other people, raises and relies on your own ability and status, well, this message might end up being one of the most important messages that you're going to hear this week. And if this is the case, I'll ask you to pay close attention. Spiritual blindness is more than it is not in this world. Many people walk around wearing a mask of deceit and fail to see the true state of who they are. Their hearts are proud and their faces are covered. And I'm not afraid to tell people that I was once like that. But God opened my eyes and heart, and once that happened, well, I had some real thinking to do. I had to examine my own heart and get out of my head. And once that mask came off, well, I had to see my own true face. And I had to make a choice to grow in my faith. You see, my journey began the moment I decided to choose the strength of God and stop relying on myself, which is required for a strong and close relationship with God. I chose to humbly stand in front of him and recognize my own failure and weaknesses. I chose to pursue humility and not validation from the ugly world. I asked God to save me. In basic English, I stopped being so stubborn and asked God to help me. And because I stopped relying on myself and stumbling around blind, and I chose to submit to God in my life, he did in fact deliver me from the evilness in the world. Not only did he deliver me, but he saved me from my own self. He gave me incredible strength and divine gifts. And I'm now an entirely different person. And honestly, I can't recall who or how I was before. And frankly, I don't want to remember. All I know now is self-love, given to me by the grace of God. It's a truly miraculous change in my life, and it brought me to a close relationship with God and the Holy Spirit. It's a love like no other I've ever experienced, a truly unconditional and peaceful place to be in my life. So today's message is this. Examine the state of your heart and mind. God desires for you to be saved. He desires for you to have true unconditional love. He wants you to have an open heart and be obedient. He wants us all to recognize that without him, well, we're just not as strong as we are with him. We need a strong heart and a strong mind to find that deeper faith, to find trust and acceptance in God's will for us. But all this can't happen without your deep love for God and being close to him. And to do that, you have to find humility. So take off that mask and ask God to humbly give you grace. Seek God in his unconditional love in your life. Because, my friends, love is the answer. If this resonated with you, please like and share my post. And thank you for your donations to my divine mission and for helping me to keep my message alive. I'll see you next time.